Racing here at Sunshine Speedway, much, much safer. Coming up first on tonight's program will be the qualification heat races for the Popular Winter Sports Cup. In the first heat race, on the pole, number 14, Jeff Dillard. Outside him, the number 9 of Al Moreno. In row number 2, the number 5 of Jeff Bart, and number 69, Johnny Stanford. Number around the corner from the Speedway on 49th Street. Modifieds will be in action for 8 laps for time limit. Lights are out on the Dodge City pace cars, being double duty occasionally. Green flag, wait! 30 laps right to start, and here is the lead goes for the first speed station. Right of the lead goes that way. High, here it comes. Right, moving. So we'll wait for it. Turn, stop, car racer. Nicholas goes down underneath. Incomplete. Last lap to go. Tampa Bay's official 86. Here we go. Green flag wave to once again. We are 3-1 at the start of the heat race. Tommy Strader in first place. In second spot, Gary Magavero. Yellow flag comes out for the number 29 machine. $500. Here we go. Side, start on the front, it's absolutely dead even down the inside. Tommy Strader takes over the lead in the number 19 machine. Magavero again takes second spot, just as in the original start. Aboard the number 59 machine. Much better start this time around the number 57. Funky pressure builds up the third spot from originally at 7th place starting position. He's already passed half the cars out of both. And Funky pressure is looking to the inside. Logan coming out for one of the leading cars, I believe, it might be Tommy Strader, who is your leader. Tommy Strader out in front. Here comes the 26 machine. Federico outside of Funky pressure. Not sure if it's engine smoke or tire smoke. We're halfway through the race. Here comes Fletcher. Fletcher down the inside. Pulls off the corner. Takes over second spot. Federico moves up on the inside as well. Tommy Strader now running in second spot. Number 57 of Funky Fletcher under hot pursuit from the 26 of Federico. Federico to the outside of Funky Fletcher aboard the number 26 machine as we have 2 laps to go. Federico first spot on the outside. Takes second spot. Now here comes Funky Fletcher running back down second spot. Bobby Schneider up in front. Pump the flame, a little bit of smoke. He takes the checker flag. Bobby Fletcher finishes second. Cars start with first. And pace car pulls off, and here we go, racing mini stock style. Down and three, what do we do? Look at it go through. Corner number one. There's three by three. Looks like a pace up to the Indy 400. All over the racetrack. And over number 35, we have action number 10 and number 4. Several cars in front. We have a center down to the infield. One lap is complete with a 65 out in front. Yellow flag comes out. Single file restart as is normal. Once the race has got at least one lap complete. With the checker flag, of course, means the race is over. Here we go, green flag race, we are racing. Chris McKeever has the lead right here. Comes Chico Alberto. Chico Alberto all the way from 12th second position. Goes up on the outside, and Chico Alberto takes over the lead. Second spot. And he is still being pursued by Wayne Moore. Chico Alberto out in front, and he is right away from the mini top here in Sunshine. See like Chris McKeever in second spot. Corner number 3. On this front, Chico Alberto takes the 1 lap to go signal. The battle for second trade for sheet metal. As we have going into the they throw him off. Gosh, a frame. Here comes the number 33 machine, Chico Alberto. They'll take the checkered flag and Wayne Miller gets down underneath and holds on for second spot by mere inches. He passed 11 cars in 3 laps to take the lead and eventually the win of the 14th program. Pick up your lucky number program at intermission time. If you fill out, if you bought on page 6 and put it in. Green flag wins, and we have contact up in front already. Here's the number 8 machine, and above you. 5 cars and 5 in a first lap crash. It's turn number 2, and the yellow flag comes out. We'll start this one all over again. Stillwater, Countryside, Tampa, Bradenton, and Newport, Richie. Here we go. Corner number 1 and Robbie Booth takes the early lead aboard the number 98 machine. The 8 machine of Bob and Nick Roberts in second spot as they complete the first half. 3 hours into the fifth. Here comes Richard Kelly down to the inside of flag station wagon. He's making it 3-1. We have a car across the track. Yellow flag comes out. And we're going to have ourselves a stop to Goosey. Heat and feature. They stop to go and try to get another try. Late start. Caused some problems for some guys back in a little bit further in the middle of the pack. Takes the early lead again. In second spot is the number 8 machine. Driven by Bob McRoberts. Coming along on the outside, the number 75 machine. Buddy Dempsey, he's starting near the back of the pack. Buddy Dempsey is starting in 15th starting position. Here he is, battling for second base. Buddy Dempsey all the way from 15th starting position. He moves over and takes second spot away from McRoberts. Here we go, gets sideways. Side by side for a speed. Moves down the inside, has the lead. Here comes the number 75 machine. Buddy Dempsey, Cruz has the lead. Buddy Dempsey trying everything he can to get by. But we have 4 laps in the books. White flag comes out this time around. Cruz out in front, Buddy Dempsey. And here comes Richard Kelly. Richard Kelly on the place. Down to the inside, just over second spot. Richard Kelly, one of the most popular drivers here. Victim of some misfortune earlier this season. He's coming up. He's going to go for the lead. Coming out of turn number 4. Not enough room. Robbie Cruz for the win. Brother of the Q Auto Accident Attorney mini stop. And we have so many mini stops. Attention. Here we go. Third heat. Ragged start. We're going to try this again. Oh, big time. Engine explosion. Gets off to a slow start. Green flag waves anyway. We are right inside. We'll get a terrible start. The red flag. The ambulance will be rolling shortly. We've seen this year. We're going to get off the PA for just a second until we can get information over the radio. We do see Rick Sermon out of the car. That's good news. We'll let the paramedics check out the other driver. I can't see the number from here. We're going to be quiet so we can just see the radio. It is Mike Bruno, the number 71 machine. Hard hit up in turn number 1. Mike Bruno at the moment. do that. Just like your street machine. Acts like a cushion, but once it gets to the driver's section, it's got to stay solid, and it's done just that. Both drivers more or less okay, but they're going to do a good look over on Mike Bruno. By the way, if you cannot get tickets tonight, you run out of tickets, there are still tickets available the day of the race for a Top Cop Challenge next to your friends, Rob and Mommy, and also happy birthday, Anna Palm. Down to the infield, he should be out of harm's way there. They can play one lap. Finally, the number 69 machine has got Hinchcliffe in second spot. Hinchcliffe in second. Here comes Dwayne Hayes. Dwayne Hayes, last week's feature winner, is in third spot. Following him on through is the number 22 machine. I'll back him on goal. Dwayne Hayes started in ninth starting position. Dwayne Hayes moves into second spot. Dwayne Hayes gets sideways for the little bit of maybe from Mackie Mongo. They both keep on running. Hayes tries to slip down underneath the lead. Team work. But one time's the lead. No, not anymore. Dwayne Hayes was the corner in front. And Mackie Mongo follows it through in the 22-4. Again, up in turn, number one. Hayes, but he stops shot over the racetrack. One lap to go. Dwayne Hayes has the lead. Matthew Mongo, he has to come on the plane number 84. Hit. Out on the Dodge City Pace car now. I want to remind you, Doc's Indoor Raceway giving away 15 minutes worth of free slot car time to 175 kids tonight. Green and white flag waves. One lap dash to the finish up in front. Dwayne Hayes was the lead back to Mongo. Right in second spot. And Nashville, third heat for the Q Auto after 30 minutes up. Here comes the number 2 machine. Finishes third, Dino Remito. Unofficially. Make that fourth. He did not quite get by. Score said he'll go back to fourth in the Hooter-sponsored machine. So what matters is up in front is Dwayne Hayes in the fast Toyota. Scars, powerful V8 engines, and little skinny street type tires. Recipe for fun. Here we go. Bronson takes the early lead aboard the number 98 machine. Todd Bronson out in front. Coming into second spot is the number 24, Chuck Redding. Chuck Redding has been very fast of late. And we have a problem in turn number 4. Everybody almost makes it by. So far, the green flag is still out. It's not now. We have one lap complete. Is anybody out there in the stands having a good time yet? 3 gates of street stock. Green flag waves, and we are running again. Out in front is is still Bud Bronson. Chuck ready in the pass. Number 24 is in second spot. Here comes the 8 machine. And got the 6 machine. Check. Senecosoff. Senecosoff in third spot, and Robbie Pardos on the outside. 2 laps down. In this 6th lap heat race. Robbie Pardo on the outside. He gets it seriously sideways. And they stack up behind him, and there is severe contact back in the pack. Up in front, Bud Bronson continues to lead as we are halfway through this race. Bronson continues to lead, Chuck Ready in second. Senecosoff in third. Meanwhile, Robbie Pardo in the 9 continues his march to the front of the pack. The number 42s on a slow closer to the infield. Working over the number 89 machine of Ron Davis. He is down underneath of him, and Robbie Pardo goes at the 4th spot. White flag comes out. We have 1 lap to go. And by a commanding margin, here comes the Bud Bronson. He wins the first ever Auto Trader Street Stock Heat Racers. Here's your lineup for the second heat race for Auto Trader Street Stock. You can stop by and get yourself an ice cold Pepsi-Cola. I believe they may even have hot coffee on sale tonight. Seems it might be a little bit chillier than normal Florida sunshiny weather. Lights are out.
Dr. Danny Buckworth, and that's the largest passenger mini.
3 flag waves, we are racing street stock style. Scott Charles takes the early lead with Ron Lusko in close pursuit. Lusko starts to fall back. The number 2 machine of Robert Chris moves up to the high side. They're stacking up in turn number 4. Buddy Harris gets the worst of that. Charles continues to lead. Ron Busco is in second spot, but he has 2 drivers all over his back number. Robert Chris in the black number 2 and the yellow number 27 of John Macua. Macua gets down underneath the number 2 machine of Chris. Here comes Macua right back again. Up in front, Scott Charles has the lead. Contacted that battle for a second spot. The number 5 machine of Lusko tries to hold off and doesn't work. He gets out of position. Several other cars pass him. Moving into second position now. John Makula. Scott Charles continues to lead. John Makula in second spot. In third spot, the number 80 machine is Roy Hosmer. He won last week's feature event. We're coming up to the last lap, and Hosmer, he's not that far away from a heat race win here. 5 laps down, Scott Charles, can he hold up? Makula and Hosmer. Hosmer won the feature event last Saturday night in the Auto Trader Street Stock. Don't count out the number 2 of Robert Chris here. Here comes Makula. It's a little bit too low, too late. Scott Charles goes wire to wire and wins the second qualifying heat for the Auto Trader Street Stock. And Randy Roberts almost put it into the wall after the checkered flag had fallen.
Driver coming me today, apologize. Apologize? Where I go now. Go there.
Stop. Here's Rick Willie Lacey, number 21, Wayne Jefferson, the 0, Jimmy Thompson, and number 85, Mike Gamache, start Speedway. Lights are out on the pace car. We're going to go green this time around. From the outside, Chris Pompar takes the early lead. Thompson in second spot. Draws a ball, and here comes the number 96 machine of Joe Berard. He moves up into third spot, but they are side by side in the pack, and a lot of stupid spotting on these skinny little tires. We have trouble on the front straightaway. A couple across the track, and come up into traffic. Everybody gets around, and they are wild incident on the front straightaway. Here comes the 96 of Berard. He moves inside of Thompson. They both step up high. They're pretty wide to the third over first. Contact. And they keep on going. This is time and crazy. They keep on making it up on this side. Thompson gets spun around. It looks like he stalled the machine. He tries to get it going. Yellow flag comes out. Now Thompson gets it ready. Lights are out on the pace car. Here we go. Up in front, the number 22 machine of Chris Bombard. Green flag waved. Spread Roy Lacey in the 92 machine puts it outside. Side by side for the lead. Lacey in red on the high side. Bombard is blocked down on the inside. Here they come, coming up the finish. Halfway through the race, your leader gets sideways. Keeps on the gas, but Spread Roy Lacey. Here's up just a little bit. Nudges up down there side by side. Continuing to ride side by side. Roy Lacey can't make it work. Down he moves up on the braking again. The track is steeper on the high side. Here it is sideways again. With 4 laps complete. Run up out of 4 lead up in front. Heavy contact. They run up high on the track. Almost in a row. Roy Lacey up high. Here comes the Zero Machine of Jimmy Thompson. The winner of the heat race last Saturday night. Thompson no stops. He moves it up there. But what's up to go? It's a three-way battle for the lead. Number 22 machine. Chris Bombard has the lead. On the high side, Spread Roy Lacey. Here comes Jimmy Thompson down the inside. Trying to get by anyway he can. It's forward. Cut over the limit. They smash. Contact all over. Jimmy Thompson, the 0. Horsepower under each of the ones that leads. Here we go. Green flag waves. We'll see if it's they'll try that again. The other drivers, as he tests his machine in his heat race. Moves up in the field, up the echelon, up in turn number 4, and they can breathe. The 17 gets pissed, almost into a wall. Here it comes, side by side for the first finisher. Here comes Buzzy Riverman into the pack. Hartford down to the inside. Everybody aboard him. He gets over again. No, he doesn't. We suspect it's probably the Panhard bar. Here we go. Somebody machine of Gerster is in second spot, and right behind him, the 09 of John Gerster. Jeremy and John battling it out for third spot. Pensacola. Cozell, figure eight, sir. Tim Sharon, his first ever checker flag in a late model stock car, moved up from the mini stocks last year. And Tim Sharon showing what a great learning ground those mini stocks really are. Here's your second late. Boyer is not only an ARCA veteran, but he was the champion of that Traveler Second Series for them. Different section body. Here we go. Square bar can't even figure out who is on first. Dockett, a former national karting champion. Wayne Dempsey. Well, they're down at 8 points. Bechtelheimer side by side for a lead. Wayne Dempsey out in front. He will take over the lead. Spot as they come out of turn number 4 of the play, Bechtelheimer. Get them all home and shot. Now he jumps to the line. Moving up behind the 87, James Glover is currently running in third spot. Clear 5 laps to the race. Mechanical failure in a Bechtelheimer car. The figure 8 race and the Enduro. Here we go, we're back in racing. Wayne Dempsey has the lead. Down a back straight, they fly well over 100 miles an hour. Dempsey in the yellow number 7. Talked about Rizzo, the accident. Right past this pump, among others, his sponsor, Tony Stanford and the Inter Bay Marine, number 69. Really running in third. Coming out next, 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they cross the stripe right now. Flag flying in the air with 1 lap to go. For Dempsey. Wayne Dempsey out in front. He won a heat race with a modified to try to double up. Win a heat race in the late models. Checker flag is up. Wayne Dempsey wins it. Number 14, Phil Collier. 17, John Covey. The 03, Joe Seahack. The 81, Bob Haig. The 98, Ray Woosley. 84 cars missing from the lineup as a result of those crashes earlier in the Open race. Here we go, and they're spreading out real quick here on the figure 8 oval. Up in front, it's Miller who takes the early lead. Behind him, the number 75 of Buddy Dempsey. And already trying to get close to the intersection. Miller has the lead. Moving up in third spot, number 36, Dale Kitchett. Dale spreading out all over the racetrack here as they come through the intersection. It's going to get close. Red flag is out. Red flag is out. On the back of the pack. Pace picks up. We are racing. And once again, they start to spread out. The 3 leaders side by side. This time it's Dempsey that takes the lead. Miller gets to the back of him. Goes up high. second spot to the number 46 of Dale Contreras. The number 75 machine of Buddy Dempsey. He starts to pull out. Look at this. He's almost a half-lap lead ahead of the back markers. Once he gets a half-lap lead, that's where the fun begins. Buddy Dempsey out in front. Oh, very tight. He squeezes through. Buddy Dempsey has a lead. Second place, flips up high. There's the number 46 machine. Dale Contreras. Miller comes down underneath. Side by side, the other direction. They decide they've had enough of that. Cars getting caught up and getting tight at the intersection for Dempsey. Your leader. Here comes backmarkers and they win their way through the intersection. Dempsey now pulled up through that traffic and traffic at the intersection. Squeezes between two cars. Meanwhile, the number 46 machine up good track in second spot. Trying to catch up. This is a wild figure-8 race here at Sunshine Speedway. And here comes the battle for second place. In front of loud traffic. They now have the rear in sight. As at the intersection, all kinds of action is happening. The leader squeezes through. And number 75, Dempsey, is your leader. Not quite halfway through this race, and he continues to squeeze through that traffic. I'll tell you what, lap traffic is going to play a major factor in this race. Side by side for second place. Here comes Miller. He's down the inside down with him. Pretty close in front. He takes over second spot. Wayne Miller back in the second spot. He had it earlier. He's trying to catch up to Dempsey, rather, Buddy Dempsey. Caught behind slower traffic. Here comes Wayne Miller. The pool number 55. Right behind your leader. As they're in heavy traffic and all kinds of action at the intersection. Buddy Dempsey has the lead. Wayne Miller is trying to catch up to him. Lap cars all over. Great action at the intersection. Buddy Dempsey out in front as they face that figure-8 traffic. Continue to do the crisscross to perfection. Way on the screen. No problem. Everybody keeps on going. This body is getting close right there. All action! Your leader! Get caught up on the track! More action! Red flag is out as the cars turn all over the Sunshine Speedway. We do know that Buddy Dempsey got through. And now the fun begins because no one knows where they're supposed to go to pick up the pace car. But they'll get that straightened out. Right now we're worried about the drivers, then we'll worry about the equipment, then we'll worry about the lineup. Here we go again. Picking on that pace. Buddy Dempsey. Someone's engine is stuttering severely. I'm not so sure that is not your leader. No, he's going awfully quick. Buddy Dempsey out in front. It is your leader. Your leader has a badly stuttering engine. And here comes the rest of the field as they're moving up. Meanwhile, an incident on the turn number 2 is spread out the field. Here we go. Dempsey back at it again. And remember, his engine is 50. That's got to be very scary to go through this intersection with an engine that is 50. Here comes Dempsey. He's good far through. The battle for second place now has the number 98 machine of Woosley. And he is holding up Art Conkey to the defending champion in his class. It cannot be Buddy Dempsey who is skipping. He is going too fast. It has to be forward back to the pack. Trouble at the intersection. A couple of people stop. That goes everybody's timing off. Dempsey does not stop. Either does the 98 machine of Woosley or Art Conkey. again with a foul car there. 12 laps down, 3 laps to go. Former second place, Dale Cotrette. He pulls off the track. Red flag is out. Car on the point, the number 75 of Bernie Dempsey. Ray Woodley in second place. And the number 11 of Mark Hawkins in third. A lot of drivers that were out of this race have rejoined the race. 4 laps to go. The O2 pulls off the track. He has problems. He says enough is enough. Buddy Dempsey racing out in front. I tell you what, he is pulling away from the field one more time. He's got 12 laps to go, but he is rapidly getting all the backloggers who definitely want to stay in the race because season points are at stake. Spin in stock car turn number 4, melee. Everybody makes the full track is almost completely blocked. And he's trying to go to win behind the leader. Can no leader make it through the intersection. They make it through before the back bug is through. Right in the middle of the groove, everybody makes it through. Buddy Dempsey out in front. It's been an eventful run. He has 3 more times through this intersection now. Is definitely skipping, is not running right. Here comes the leader, the back marker decides to hit the brake. 1 lap to go, and here comes Mark Hawkins on the outside of Ray Woodley. We have a spinner coming into the infield. I don't know if they're going over there or not. They come through the intersection. Woodley goes there, Mark Hawkins to the outside. It's the last lap. In this pack. Here comes the chase to the finish line. Mark Hawkins cannot get by Woodley. Good fight. Woodley. Congratulations all the way around from the drivers. I don't think they know who won. They're both going up to the flag stand to find out. They looked at each other, and it is Ray Woodley. Oh my goodness gracious. That race had everything. In Stock Car Racing Magazine, I told you, they said the figure 8 racing gives you steak and sizzle. This one gave you steak, sizzle, and champagne. There it is, from the 10th starting position to take the win on the last straightaway, Ray Woodley. Oh my goodness, and as a first feature winner, he's in victory lane. A stunning race, incredible victory. It doesn't come any better than that. The street stocks are in action. The big boys in action on the figure 8 track next Saturday night. 500 square foot oval and on-road RC track, plus 120 foot long slot car track. It's on US 19 next to the Banana Boat Lounge in Clearwater. They have Kids Burger, the number 17, Amy Davenport, number 82, Mary Ann Nelson, the number 16, Tracy Williams, number 19, the girl who got involved in this racing by winning this car for the GRA, Gwen Peterson. Number 72, Vicky Young. Number 81, Nancy Haig. Number 3, it's Big Bad Bonnie Hill. Number 24, Lori Floselli. Number 85, Michelle Cliff. Number 23, Charlene Hernan. The 57, her husband drives in the street stocks. She's driving the Enduros, Judy Rickman. Number 1, her husband drives in Sportsman. It's Donna Rowe. The number 30 is Terry Fisher. The 21, Sue Vandermeyer. The 33, Joyce Esposito. Number 99, Lisa Blake, and here's the front row. The 04, Maria Sheehy, and number 8, Angie Haig. Number 17, Andy Davenport. I believe it's Amy. Both third races in the Sportsman as well, sponsored by Rudy Sports Cafe, one of our track sponsors here at the Speedway. Next Saturday night, we have a men's enduro and street stock figure race. The race begins for all the ladies in the ladies enduro. You will notice that these race cars do not handle much like race cars. In fact, they don't handle much at all. You gotta be kidding. Here we go. We're going green flag racing action. And the action has already started. They're 3 wide. Up in front, it is the number 8 machine, Angie Haig, that has the early lead. The 04 machine of Maria Sheehy has second place, but she is being pressured by Lisa Blake. And Blake spins around. We have 1 lap down in the books. Here comes the number 1 machine of Donna Lowe. Oh, she is flying. She is now in second spot. Up in front, Angie Haig has the lead, but Lowe is front. Look at this car handle, and the 04 machine of Maria Sheehy has got her car moving as well. Donna Lowe on the outside tries to take the lead, but pushes out the front, and that doesn't work there, and lap traffic down. Which way do you go? The way is back. It's like driving to a US 19. The leaders are side by side, but caught in lap traffic, and Lowe finds the race by. And second place spins out. Lowe has the lead. Your new leader, second place driver, is the 99 machine of Lisa Blake. Well, 99 around car. She's not having a good time out there either. 81 unofficially is the second place car, as Lowe continues to lead. In second place, Nancy Haig, who started way back in the pack. We believe Charlene Hernan is in second place, but we're not sure. We know that Miss Lowe, Donna Lowe, is leading in that number 1. We know we have 7.5 laps complete. The scorers will figure the rest of it out. Believe that the 23 machine, Charlene Hernan, is in second spot. All lady drivers in junkyard automobiles. And look at that. car drive like that, we're going to have to put her in Brian Sportsman. Slowing down up in front of your leader. Donna continues to make her way through traffic carefully now as they are spread out all the way across the racetrack. There's still a place to go. We still believe Charlene Hornan unofficially in second place. But we're going to have to check the lap charts on that. This wild out here. Donna Lowe, she's making this look easy. Laps down, 2 to go. The 99 into the wall. She keeps on moving. Made it America. Here comes Donna Lowe. She takes the white flag and now they're starting to spin out all over the racetrack. Lucky ball leader. She did turn number 3. Cars going every which way in front of her. She's going to bring it home a winner. Donna Lowe out in front of the ladies in Buffalo. Number 1, Donna Lowe is your winner. Boy, what a performance she put on. Hey, next Saturday night, in addition to all the great racing, the GRA is having kids rides. $1 donation for 2 laps in your favorite participating driver's race car. For the kids, they get a chance to go around Sunshine Speedway in a real race car. She's got the helmet off and she even knows how to crawl on that race car. How about a round of applause for Donna Lowe and her smoking race car? Victory Lane celebrations before we bring out our fan participation races and oval drags. And we're getting close to that big giveaway, the intermission giveaway. You've seen it on page 6 of your program. Where the modified oval trackers getting ready. Now they're on racing tires. They really do need to warm them up. Positive traction rears, the whole works. Here we go. Anybody like that blue GMC pickup truck of Stillwell on the inside? Any Monte Carlo fans of Myers or Moyer on the outside? It's 1 lap showdown. Didn't even start. The truck goes up in smoke, hazes the tires ever so slightly. The Monte Carlo leads into turn number 1. Here comes the track down in the roaming stuff, side by side, coming down the back straightaway. The V8 power of Monte Carlo pulls out going down the back straightaway. And here comes the handling of the lighter truck. Now he knows it's out in front. It's a drag race down the front straightaway. Here comes the Chevy. It's Frank Hill. He's a fireman, sponsored by the United Steel Mad Hatter Mufflers. Outside of him, Doug Rottenberger of Embry Welding Entertainment Southern Style Racing Engines. Joe Holshine over the inside. There goes William Burger right now. He's great for the ball. Armstrong on the inside, Joel down on the outside. Early model and mid model Camaros. Joel by big early lead. And Joel by puts Armstrong onto the trailer. Next up, Frank Hill versus Jim Stone. Jim Stone, sponsored by Jim Stone Plumbing. Frank Hill, United Steel, Mad Hatter Mufflers, Godwin and Singer, Red Brake Bars, the Chuck's Custom Auto Body. Stone, the whole shot, doesn't matter. Frank Hill, big engine, Chevy S10 pickup truck. Factory frame, but the engine is set back about 18 inches. City where the driver used to. Oh, but he gets it sideways. Not a good sign for the finals. Stone is out. I wish a happy birthday to Christine Lactus from Mom and Dad and Danny. Anybody like that Camaro on the inside? Anybody like the S10 pickup truck on the outside? Joe back at the gate. He's at the tire. Gets back to the inside. Frank Hill swoops out in front. Frank Hill out in front. Joe back. Drives a little bit. Here comes Joe back. Joe back. Joe back down inside. Frank Hill gets sideways. Out road. Frank Hill holds up here. Frank Hill takes the win. Congratulations to Speedway Racing. The number 94 street stock driver will be racing the modified next year. Special thanks to Suncoast Plastering for all their help of 22 Stretch Willie. We're racing. Down on the inside, Holstown second spotter takes it. He's a ball. 92 machine. Safety Center. That is Buggy Fletcher. Buggy Fletcher running in fifth. The lights are out on the pace car. This start all important. It's a one-lap dash for cash. It's a 20-car overdrive. That takes the win. A winner, Joe Bowser. And he's going to get the extra prop. Yeah, we see people searching still. We'll give you a couple more minutes, a couple more seconds. Everybody got your lane tickets out? You might have won something like $10 gift certificates to Hooters. $10 gift certificates to Hooters at any of the 5 Bay Area locations: Clearwater, St. Petersburg, Palm Harbor, Port Richey, Brandon, or Tampa. And that is for an adult rain check. That's a teal colored. What happened to yellow? Teal colored is 013 002 2349. That's 16 points behind him. 23 points separate the top 5 drivers. It's incredible. Last Saturday night, the Buffalo Pizza Sportsman winner was Tony Watson, the number 24 machine. As we get ready to go racing, the lights on that 5 City Pace car are off. Pulls off the track, and here we go. On the inside as they stream into turn number 4. Sitting in a heap. They got 5 of them sitting in a heap in turn number 1. Boy, turn 1 has been the site of many crashes tonight in such track conditions, but wow. in the infield. Right side on the pace car. He'll pull into the infield, coming off of turn number 4. Out in front, Chris Kaminsky has the lead. John Rocktail in second place. In third place, it is the number 5 of Jeff Barnes, and Slamming Sammy Coghill is in for. Here we go, we're racing again. Barnes puts up high. Coghill is down underneath. Kaminsky, side by side. Here we go, side by side racing. John Rocktail, Kaminsky, Rocktail, push. They can't take it over. The Rocktail is out in front. That's right around. Rocktail leads the lap, and he is continuing on. Kaminsky in second place, still on the inside, but no, he takes that Rocktail out in front. Here comes Travis, here he comes. 14 laps down, this time will be 5 laps to go. The bus is starting on the corner number 3. Travis, here he comes, running about Poker on the yellow number 45 of Sean Rocktail. Using the whole racetrack, tries to take his nose on the left side. Rocktail blocks him. Sammy, high into the turn number 1. High exit. Brian Sammy, looks like a cat in the cage. He's trying to do anything he can. He got by John Rocktail. 17 laps down. There we go. Right off the battle for first pass. Chris Kaminsky in race. Down the inside, trying to hold up the race. Number 3. Travis Sammy Coghill on the outside. The third off the gun. They take it inside this one. Got it forward into the Rocktail down there. Right side here. Here comes Kaminsky. That's a driver. Side by side. Kaminsky has the lead. Back up the Travis Sammy Coghill. Rocktail in front. Then Travis Sammy Coghill, who takes the win. Rocktail second, and Harold again third. Well, that'll change the sportsman standings slightly. Sammy Coghill, one of 3 drivers. Pole position, number 32, Tim Sharon. Number 25, Eddie Martin. Row number 2, number 70, Jeremy Gerster. The number 4, Bobby Spaeth. The number 17, John Waterman. The 09, John Gerster. The 6, Billy Bechtelheimer. The 77, Michael Dawkins. How about a round of applause for Slamming Sammy Coghill in victory circle? Number 15, out on the base car. We're about ready to go racing. Donnie Stanford holds the points lead. Larry Moyer in second. Blaine Dempsey in third. Last week's winner in the late models was Donnie Stanford, the points leader. And out in front, Tim Sherrod, and here he comes. Tim Sherrod continues to lead. Eddie Martin. Here we go. Outside of a vehicle. Can't make it work there. James Bauer tries to get down underneath it. What he does? Reverse stop. Trying to take out each other's $30,000 race cars, and it was becoming a game of chicken. And it does appear Ronnie Miller has damaged his race car. The rear axle is done. The rear axle is completely, but Ronnie Miller just took himself out of the race on purpose. And the process set up a $40,000 race car. Second spot. And checkered flag. Green flag waves. And here goes Johnny Temple. Temple to the outside. Green gently puts Smith down his foot. 2 laps to go. Green flag goes down. Smith in victory lane. Auto Trader Street Stock feature event 20 laps, the duration or time limit, whichever comes first. Number 98, Bud Bronson. Number 23, Scott Charles. Number 5, Ron Let's Go. Number 22, Chris Bombard. Number 24 is Chuck Redding. 13, Mike Leacock. The 96 is Joe Garrard. Number 2, Robert Crisp. The 89 is Ron Davis. 76, Doug Catalano. The 93, Ed Summers. And 72, the bonehead, Rob Elting. He's out of the car. How about a round of applause for Brooke Smith, winner of tonight's late model feature. Field of Auto Trader Street Stock. Green flag waves and we're racing. Now in front it is the number 98 of Bud Bronson. Scott Charles in the second spot. The rest of the pack packing up, and we have trouble and collision. No play call, collision and pack up. There they are, the track workers are scrabbling everywhere. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cars involved. Out on the pace car. Side and 2 by 2. Green flag waves. Here we go again. Brad Biden Bronson makes the early win and taking a dirt truck. And piece of fireworks on the bonehead suddenly comes up and it's a truck. It comes up in the middle of traffic. Everybody runs over it. On the racetrack brings out the caution flag, but Bronson has the lead after 1 lap. continues to lead. Drivers still trying to go 2 and 3 wide to turn 3 and 4. They may have sliced off of that first one and can make it work down. Todd Johnson with a huge lead. Scott Charles in second. Comes out, 2 ball types, stand at turn number 3. Three-quarters of the way around the Speedway, the pace car having to slow down. Green flag is up, there's already collisions on the racetrack. Continues to lead. Scott Charles in second. Todd Johnson out in front, making big moves up through the field. That is the number 2 machine. Being driven by Robert Presley on the mountain. Red flag is out. Sit out for green flag racing. Scott Charles, the number 2, Robert Crisp, pressuring in 3rd spot. Last ball way up high, leaders get underneath of it easily. Charles and Crisp having a dandy battle for a 2nd spot. Contact on the front straightaway, all over the end of the field. They're on the grass, they keep on going every which way. Wow, that was interesting. Mark Watson completes another lap. Caution, Saddle drivers up at turn number 2. 5th, pressure in 3rd, green flag lead. Going ahead opening, just by number 13 car on the start. White flag is coming out there, broken the time limit again, last lap. Trying to come down as well, but Bob Boston with the shortened all-trader feature. There he is, start to the finish. Bob Bronson, winner of tonight's all-trader street stock feature. go. 59 Scott Hitchcock gets the top out of the start. Here comes the number 1, Kenny Moore. Back in the back there, 2 wide, 3 wide. We've got one lap down. Goodman pulls it to the infield. He's got it kind of a problem. Out there, cross battle for the lead. Hitchcock has it. Kenny Moore wants it. Kenny Moore is on the inside. We're going to complete 2 laps. We're going to switch those 2 positions. Who started in 4th starting position. Here comes Bob McRoberts. Traffic for a leader is already as we completed 4 laps quickly in the book. Loaded, number 8 machine, trying to get down underneath the Hitchcock. We completed another lap. Stragglers in the back. One car pulls into the infield. He makes out a little bit of help. Here comes the leader. Good on the flag given. Meanwhile, back in the pack for number 51 of Richard. It's going to move. Kenny Moore out in front. As we've got 7 laps complete for the leader. Kenny Moore finishes 8 laps. Richard County slide, but he's able to catch it. The second place driver is down. He's number 8 machine that Roberts was got by. 27 lap vehicle. They're coming up on halfway through the race. He's working on that number 62 machine on Mike Kelly. Kelly tries to up on a little bit, but he's up underneath. Cannot do it. The battle for position. We have it. Number 4, the bottom. One car up at the wheels. Yellow flag is out. It's in second. Out of the pace car. It picks up speed. It's good. It's Kenny Moore. Great lead. Kenny Moore with a big lead again. Now he's ready for the car. Left vehicle. Moves up 19 feet into the infield. Hayes on the outside. That's Bob McRoberts. pursuing. Johnny Moore, big on the circle. Here comes Wayne Hayes. Wayne Hayes to the outside of Chico Alberto. The laps are running down. Kenny Moore has the lead. Richard Kelly trying to close in the gap on Kenny Moore. Two laps to go. Richard Kelly is getting ready to close in the gap on Kenny Moore right now. Meanwhile, Wayne Hayes, Chico Alberto, comes in now. First spot. You're in. Kenny Moore out of traffic. 1 lap to go. What's in effect? Richard Kelly, rapidly closing the gap to side by side about the third spot. Wayne Hayes to the outside. Here comes Richard Kelly. Closing in on Kenny Moore. Kenny Moore has the lead. And he'll take the win. Richard Kelly has 30 seconds. Wayne Hayes gets by for third. And Kenny Moore wins the race. That concludes another night.